In the next two videos, I'm going to be talking about what happens when two parallel lines are intersected or cut by what's called a transversal. Transversal is just a line that intersects two other lines. To transverse means to move through. So this is just a line that's passing through or intersecting some other lines. In the examples, we're going to be talking about line M and line N are parallel, and this line T is the transversal, the line that's intersecting those lines. There are 6 types of angles that are created when this situation happens. One type is called corresponding angles. To correspond means to be in the same spot but on a different line. So corresponding angles are essentially the same angle. They will be congruent. They look the same. They measure the same. They're just going to be on a different line. So for example, if we're talking about line M up here, we have 4 angles. And then on line N, we have 4 more similar angles. Angle 1 and angle 5 would be corresponding angles. They are the same angle, they're just on a different line. And we could go around and talk about the other 3. So angle 2 and angle 6, again, are the same angle, just on a different line. Angle 3 and angle 7 are the same angle on a different line. And angles 4 and 8 are the same angle on different lines. Vertical angles are angles that are reflections of each other or opposite or across from each other. Another way to look at them is like a V that gets reflected, so that might be easy to remember what a vertical angle is. So angles 1 and 4 are vertical. Angles 2 and 3 are vertical. Angles 5 and 8 and 7 and 6 are vertical. In order to talk about the next 4 types of angles, we first need to describe what it means to be interior angles or exterior angles. So these are not the special types, but they will lead us to the special types. To be an interior angle means that you're inside or in between the parallel lines. So these 4 angles inside the parallel lines are known as interior angles. So angles 3, 4, 5, and 6. Exterior angles are angles that are outside the parallel lines. So angles 1 and 2 and 7 and 8 are on the outside of the 2 parallel lines. So now we can talk about 2 types of alternate angles, interior and exterior. Alternate interior means that we are talking about interior angles or inside angles that are on different sides of the transversal. That would be the alternate or alternate sides. So alternate interior means inside parallel lines but different sides of the transversal. For example, 3 and 6 are both inside but on different sides of the transversal, so they are alternate interior angles. The other pair would be angles 4 and 5, again being inside the 2 parallel lines but on different or alternate sides of the transversal. Alternate exterior angles would be angles that are exterior or outside, but also on alternate or different sides of the transversal. So for example, 1 and 8 are outside the parallel lines, but they're on different or alternate sides of the transversal. So they're called alternate exterior angles. The other pair would be angles 2 and 7, outside the parallel lines, but on different sides of this transversal. The last 2 pairs are interior angles. So we got same side interior and same side exterior angles. Interior means inside the parallel lines, and same side makes it easy. They're just on the same side of the transversal. So inside and on the left side, we have angles 5 and 3. Inside and on the same side, but the other side of the transversal, we got angles 6 and 4. So those are your same side interior angles. Then we also have same side exterior angles, meaning they're angles that are outside the parallel lines and on the same side of the transversal. So on the left side of the transversal, but outside the parallel lines, we have angles 1 and 7. And on the right side of the transversal, but outside the parallel lines, we have angles 2 and 8. So there are your 6 types of angles created when any 2 parallel lines are intersected by another line. In the next video, we'll talk about what their relationships are with each other.